Hi Lee, my name is Jackie and I'll be your student nurse today. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm okay. I've been better.
Yeah. How has your asthma been treating you? I know you've had some asthma in your recent history and you've just been diagnosed. How's that been going?
Well, I've been experiencing some shortness of breath at times, but my medications do help. It's still not the best though. I sometimes struggle to breathe and I cough a lot.
Okay, so you're experiencing some shortness of breath and you have some coughs, but your medications seem to be helping you at times. That must not feel very good for you. Can you tell me more about your lifestyle habits that may contribute or cause some of these asthma symptoms?
Well, I still have to smoke 2 packs of Camels every day. Without them, I get nervous and anxious, and I just feel like I have to go out and smoke. So I usually smoke a couple cigarettes in the morning, some on my lunch break, and definitely sometimes before I go to bed.
Okay, so you have 2 packs of Camels every day, some in the morning, at lunch, and definitely before you go to bed. Um, does that sound right?
Yeah.
All right, well, it sounds like your smoking habits are causing some of your symptoms of your asthma. Would it be okay if we talked about your smoking habits? Anything I ask is confidential and simply for your health and safety.
Yeah, that would be all right.
So, have you used tobacco in the last 6 months?
Yeah, like I said, I smoke 2 packs of Camels every day.
Do you ever go a day without having any tobacco?
No, I wish I could quit, but it's so hard, and smoking just makes everything so much better.
Have you ever tried to quit or thought about quitting smoking?
Uh, I have never tried to quit, but I've thought about it. I know if I quit it will change my lifestyle, and I know it'll help my asthma. It would be nice to not have to smoke and take so many medications all the time.
I can understand why it would be so difficult to quit smoking. Can we continue the screening?
Yeah, that's fine.
How soon after waking up do you smoke your first cigarette?
Within the first half hour, I usually get ready, and then the first thing after that is that I go outside and smoke at least one cigarette.
So you have one within the first 30 minutes of waking up. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I appreciate your honesty and awareness about how smoking affects your health, specifically your asthma. It sounds to me that you smoke 2 packs a day in the morning, some at lunch, and some before you go to dinner. You smoke within the first 30 minutes in the morning. Am I getting all this correct?
Yeah, that's all correct.
Okay, Lee, so your smoking is above safe limits, and I'm concerned it's affecting your health. For all men and women, any use of tobacco is above safe limits and can cause some serious health concerns.
Is smoking really that bad?
There are some risks, yes. Can I offer you some advice?
Yeah, I guess so.
Your smoking can cause some serious health problems such as depression, asthma, and lung cancer. I would really like for you to consider quitting smoking. It would definitely help your health.
Yeah, and I'm sure as you know, I'm actually diagnosed with depression too. I've been experiencing some side effects but I just don't know if I'm willing to quit smoking out of the blue. You just sprung this on me today, and I really haven't considered quitting cold turkey. It could ruin my social life and how it makes me feel.
I understand. It takes a lot of courage to face such difficult problems. Okay, so you feel like stopping smoking completely would ruin your social life. How would you feel about working on ways to quit smoking? How would you feel about if we discussed some ways to quit?
That's something I could consider, but I think my friends would think was being a buzzkill, and I feel like I wouldn't enjoy myself as much.
I understand that you care about your friends and how they would be affected, and you feel like you would lose some enjoyment of your life. So, what do you think are some pros of smoking?
Well, I think it's a lot of fun, and I get to hang out with my friends, which I really like doing, and it makes me feel like less stressed about other things in my life.
So, it sounds like the pros of smoking are that you get to socialize with your friends and it takes the stress away. What do you think are some cons of smoking then?
Well, I do spend a lot of money on cigarettes. They're pretty expensive, and I also have a niece. I love her a lot, and my brother won't let me smoke around her, so it really affects our relationship, and I don't get to see her as much as I'd like to.
Okay, so the cons it sounds like are that cigarettes are very expensive and you don't get to be around your niece because you do like to care about her a lot and you don't get to hang out with your friends. Um, is that right?
Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right.
What would be the cons of changing? Why would you not want to quit?
Um, I mean, I guess I wouldn't get to socialize with my friends as much because most of my friends they smoke, and I feel like I would miss out like a lot of fun times with them, and it's just part of my daily routine, and I just don't know how I would live without smoking.
So it sounds like it's relaxing, you get to hang out with your friends. It just really helps the day go by easier for you, and you've been reliant on it for so long. What do you think the pros of changing would be then?
Well, definitely, I would get to see my niece a lot more, and that's obviously really important to me. And it definitely would help with my health, especially my asthma and the other potential problems smoking causes. And I guess there are a lot of benefits.
Okay, so we've talked about the risks, the pros, and the cons of both smoking and changing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how ready do you think you are to quit? 1 being not ready at all, and 10 being I want to quit right now.
I think I might be around a 3 or a 4 out of 10. I never really thought it was completely necessary before our conversation today. It's kind of overwhelming.
I understand that you're feeling overwhelmed. I know thinking about change can seem like a big task in the beginning. You rated yourself a 3 or a 4. Why not a 1 or a 2?
Um, Thinking about the pro con list, I'm starting to realize how my smoking is affecting my life and my health, and but I'm not sure if I'm completely ready to change my lifestyle.
So thinking about the pro-con list, um, you have accomplished a lot in your life so far. You're working on leading a good life, and it sounds like your family is very important to you. I think you're ready for the challenge of quitting smoking.
You know, I'm not really sure if I could follow through with this.
Let's start with some smaller steps. What do you think would be some good attainable goals?
Well, I could start by cutting back. I can try and only have 1 pack a day and then maybe slowly start to wean myself off. I could maybe use some nicotine replacements. Some of my friends who quit smoking use some of those, and I think those helped. And I've heard about some like gum that you chew or something that helps.
Okay, so those are some really good ideas. I think, though, however, it would be helpful to just quit completely. Let's start there. How do you feel about quitting completely?
I mean, I know it'll be hard, but you're probably right. It's probably the best thing to do instead of weaning myself off. That might be harder. And I think, I think I'm really motivated after talking, especially thinking about my niece. And I think I want to start or stop smoking after this weekend, after having like one last time to smoke with my friends. And I can tell my friends my plans. And when we go out together, I'll just ask them, not to smoke around me. I think that'll help.
I think that's a great first step. Let's plan for you to have no cigarettes then this coming Monday, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That would be wonderful. You also mentioned another pro of smoking for you is that it helps deal with some of your stress. Do you think there are some other ways to handle your stress that you could come up with?
I hadn't really thought about it before, but I guess it might, I guess smoking's probably not the best way to deal with my stress. I really like doing puzzles like Sudoku, and I used to do yoga a lot, and I think those would be really great ways to relieve some stress.
Yoga is a great way to relieve the stress. Plus, it's another way to meet new friends. Have you considered looking into gyms or memberships?
That would be a really good idea. I think I heard there's a gym right across the street from my house. I think I might go check it out after we're done today.
I think we've established some really good plans for today, and I'm fully confident that you're able to accomplish them.
I think so too. This is going to be a great idea. The more that I talk about it with you and the more I think about it, I know it's going to be a really great change for me.
Okay, do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't think so.
All right, well, it's very nice meeting you, Lee. I know you didn't come in today to talk about your smoking, so I appreciate you being open and honest with me. I know it's a lot to take the first step. I've written down a short summary of the things we've discussed today for you. The doctor will be in shortly to discuss why you're in here today. Let's arrange for a follow-up appointment, though, to discuss how you've been handling your smoking. That sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you so much for everything.
All right, thank you.